So, something is shifting in your energy right now, and this message is not random. The fact that you are here at this exact moment on this exact date, April 15, is confirmation that you are stepping on a completely different level of love, a completely different level of connection, and it's not the kind you have experienced before. Because what's aligning with you right now is not just a person provider energy, a protector energy, someone who is designed to meet you at the level you have already reached within yourself. So now let me tell you something very clearly. The first thing that came through here is that you are so strong, so capable, that it naturally creates jealousy around you. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because your presence alone reminds people of what they are not yet. Kill yourself in silence. You have carried yourself to a situation that could have broken you. And now you stand in a kind of power that cannot be faked. And that kind of strength love, it does not just attract love, it attracts attention, both good and bad. Because there are people who look at you and instead of being inspired, they feel threatened. They see your independence, your confidence, your ability to stand alone, and it unsettles them. But here is the truth: the jealousy is not your burden to carry, it's simply evidence of your elevation. Now, here is where it gets deeper because the message that flows is very honest. You are the right person who is not fully ready for the right person, and I need you to hear this without taking it as a criticism. See, this is not about you lacking anything, this is about alignment, this is about timing, this is about emotional readiness. Because the kind of love that is coming towards you requires you to fully receive, not just give. And you have been so used to being strong, being the one who holds everything together, being the one who does not rely on anyone, that opening up to something stable, something real, something consistent, it might feel unfamiliar at first. Okay? But that does not mean that it's not mean for you. It just means you are being prepared for it. So your standards now, your standards are driving people crazy. And I mean that in the best way possible. Because you are not easily impressed. You don't fall for others. You don't fall for temporary effort. You don't fall under pressure. You observe, you evaluate, you choose carefully. And people who are used to easy access, they don't know how to handle that. But the one who is meant for you, the one coming in, they don't see your standard as a problem. They see it as a signal that you are not ordinary, a signal that you are not here for games, a signal that you are worth rising for. And this is exactly why your energy is now bringing in a protective soul. So, this is someone who looks at you and does not feel intimidated in a negative way. They feel activated. They feel called to step up, to match you, to stand beside you. They don't want to compete with you, they want to protect you. They want to make sure that nothing disturbs your peace, nothing disrespects your energy. Because you activate something in them. You activate the provider instinct. And this is not something you have to ask for. This is not something you have to explain. This is not something you have to earn. It happens naturally. The moment they recognize your value, they step into that role. They want to give. They want to show up. They want to build. Not because you need them, but because they want to be the one who stands beside someone like you. Now, I'm also picking up something very real here. I'm not going to ignore it. There are people who have tried to bring you down. Okay, and they realize they couldn't. They try to influence how others sees you. But here is what they don't understand: you are not someone who can be reduced by opinions. You are not someone who can be minimized by projection, because your energy speaks louder than anything they could ever say. And that's why spirit is reminding you: you are not optional. You are not someone people get to pick up and put down whenever they feel like it. You are not someone who waits to be chosen. You are the standard, and anyone who enters your life either rises to meet that or they fall away. And the reason this works so effortlessly for you is because your self respect is your filter. You don't need to chase clarity, you don't need to overanalyze people. Your energy already does the sorting for you. Anyone who cannot align with your level naturally removes themselves. And finally, this is something deeper, something spiritual that's going on. See, you are rare, disguised as a human. There's something about you that cannot be replicated. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you carry yourself is different. And not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will be able to handle it. But the one who is meant for you, they will recognize it instantly. So understand this. What is coming towards you is not random, it is not accidental, it's not temporary either. This is a powerful, grounded, protective, provider type energy that is being drawn to you. Because you're finally standing in the version of yourself that can receive it, right? Because the next energy I have here is a high value rich person is losing their mind over you. See, it doesn't happen randomly. Okay, you doesn't attract a person like this all of a sudden, and your unbordered energy has driven into a desperate confession. So these two messages here has all come, has just popped out for you because what's coming through next is not small energy at all. This is very specific, very intentional, and it actually confirms everything we have been building in this reading. Because, see, all I need you to really pause and observe that because like I said before, this does not happen randomly. You do not just wake up one day and start attracting someone of this caliber for no reason. This is a reflection, this is alignment, this is a mirror of the level you have raised within yourself internally first. Because people like you, they have options, okay? They have access, they have attention coming from multiple directions. They're not easily impressed, they're not easily misshaken. And yet here they are, losing their composure over you. Why? Because your energy is not chasing them. Your energy is not trying to prove anything. Your energy is not performing. You are just standing in this calm, very grounded, very unbothered state. And that is exactly what is disrupting them. Because they're used to being in the one in control. They're used to people trying to impress them, trying to gain their attention, trying to earn their validation. But with you, they don't get that. And instead of pushing them away, it pulls them even deeper. And this is where the next message comes in extremely important. See, your unbothered energy is driven to a desperate confession. So, what does that mean? It means that the more you stay in your lane, the more you focus on yourself, the more you refuse to chase or lower your standards, the more pressure builds inside of them. Because now they are the one thinking about you constantly. Okay, they are the one wondering what you're doing. They are the one questioning where they stand with you. And eventually, that pressure is reaching a point where they can't hold it anymore. And that's when a confession happens. But understand that this clearly. This is not a weak confession. This is not someone coming in confused or unsure. This is someone who has been holding back, observing, calculating, and then reaching a point where they realize, I can't lose this person. And when someone at that level, someone who is used to having control, reaches that point, they don't come in halfway, they come in direct, intentional. They come in ready to claim what they feel in theirs. And this is exactly why everything in this reading keeps circling back to the same core message that you are not attracting someone average. You are attracting someone powerful. You are not attracting someone temporary. You are attracting someone who is being completely shaken by your presence alone. See, you are so damn sexy. In their eyes, this is how they look at you. Okay? Their mind is full of you. I'm crazily obsessed with you. And most ironically, be obsessive over me. Tell me I belong to you. See what they want from you. You are winning the heart of your high value admirer. See, this is what I have been talking alone all this time. You are the masterpiece worthy only of the best. See, all these messages is just giving us one deep, emotional, loaded flow. Okay? It's bold, it's raw, and I'm not even going to dilute it because this is exactly how they feel about you behind closed doors in their private thoughts when they're not filtering themselves. The message is coming through in very clearly. You are so damn attractive, so magnetic. See, and understand it. This is not just about physical appearance. Yes, they're extremely down bad for you, drawn to how you look, but this goes deeper than that. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you don't try too hard, the way your energy naturally commands attention without asking for it. In their eyes, you are captivating effortlessly. And because of that, your mind is constantly filled with you. It's like you occupy space in your thoughts without permission. They could be doing something completely unrelated, and suddenly you are there. Your face, your voice, your energy, it just slips into their mind. And the more they try to focus elsewhere, the more you pull them back in. And then this comes out very strongly. I'm crazily obsessed with you. Now, listen, this is not something they would openly admit easily. This is something they feel internally, something they try to manage, something they try to keep under control. But it's here that intensity, that fixation, that pull towards you. It's not light. And here's the interesting part. The obsessive over me tell me I belong to you is like, now this is not about control, this is about desire for mutual intensity. This person does not just want to feel strongly for you. They want to feel that energy reflected back. They want to know that you feel something powerful too. They want that emotional claim, that sense of this is mine and I'm yours. Because when someone feels this deeply, they crave confirmation that is not one sided, right? And this is why you are winning the heart of this high value admirer, not by chasing them, not by trying to impress them, but by simply being yourself, by staying in your lane, by holding your standards, by not lowering your energy for anyone. That is what's pulling them in. That is what making them fall deeper. And this is exactly what I have been saying this entire time, that you are not ordinary energy. You are the kind of person that people remember, the kind of person that lingers, the kind of person that cannot be replaced easily. And the final confirmation is here is that you are the masterpiece worthy only of the best. Because that's how they see you, not as an option, not as someone temporary. Okay? Not as someone they can casually experience and walk away. They see you as something rare, something valuable, something that requires effort, commitment, and intention. And that's exactly why this person is not just feeling you, they're slowly, very, very intensely falling for you in a way that is hard for them to control, even harder for them to ignore. See, where we are going to close this reading, I want to really take a moment. Okay, you are not being seen as just another option to this by this person. You are being experienced as someone rare, someone unforgettable, someone who naturally commands respect, desire, and deep emotional investment without even trying. And that's exactly why this connection feels intense. Because it's not based on illusion, it's based on recognition. At the same time, this reading did not just talk about them, it talked about you. Yes, it talked about you, your standards, your self respect, your strength, your ability to stand alone without settling. All of that is what created the space for this kind of person to even enter your life in the first place. So never question your journey, never doubt why things didn't work out in the past, because everything was aligning you to this level. Now, of course, take what resonates and leave what does not. Always trust your own intuition first, because you already know more than you think you do. If something in this reading felt like it was speaking directly to you, it's not a coincidence. And if this reading connected with you, if you felt seen, if you felt like this message was meant for you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what part resonated the most with you. I will see you in your next reading, and until then, stay in your power, protect your energy. And remember, you are not meant to be chosen, you are meant to be claimed.